Hello. We're back for part 2 of this little project. I'm going to turn on some tunes. This will be a short one because once this is done, it's got to sit for an hour, which is going to require me to step out of my craft room and away from it. Otherwise, I'll keep messing with it because I'm really impatient. I've come to realize I do not have the patience for meticulous resin work. I thought, well, maybe I would get into that a little bit, but I don't have the patience for that. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm just going to cover these with my UV resin, and then I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna let it settle on its own, and hopefully it spreads like it's supposed to. And then I can come back in an hour and cure them. I have discovered that I'm better off, even if I'm not going to be touching them, I'm better off having gloves on than not. Because trying to get the resin off my fingers, off my hands, is far more frustrating than dealing with the gloves. So right now I'm not covering completely. As you can see, I'm just kind of going around in swirls because it is supposed to self-level. It should fill in the gaps as it sits. Now with this, unfortunately, I don't know how much I need to add. So hopefully I'm putting enough on there for it to completely level and cover the whole thing. I think maybe I'll come back in whoops, I didn't mean to go off the piece there. And now I'm like second guessing what I'm doing. One of the things I'm going to do is close my curtain. And eliminate as much of the UV light in my room as I can. I don't know if ring lights have UV in them. But I'm going to go ahead and turn them off just in case. Because what I don't want to happen is these swirls to harden and the rest of it not spread. Because, it hardened too quick. I turned the heater off in here a while back because I was reading that if the room is too warm, it can cause it to harden too quickly. And if it's too cold, maybe it was the other way around, but if it was too hot or too cold. So I don't get AC in this room. I have the vent covered on purpose. But yeah, I do run my heater in here, but I turned it off so that it wouldn't be warm in here. So right now all you have is my overhead light. So it is a little on the dark side. So I'm just kind of doing a quick glance over before I step out of the room. Stop recording and step out of the room. I'm not going to leave you guys sitting here staring at it for an hour. A couple of them I'm like, I think that might need a little bit more. And this was one of the questions I asked my daughter, because she's done the resin thing before, is, about self-leveling. And it should. I hope. Otherwise, all of these are going to be ruined. All right. So time for me to step away, because again, I'm already looking at this going, I want to light touch. I want to spread. I do. Want to get in there and touch it all. And honestly, I didn't specifically ask, do I spread it and then let it level itself out? Or what? I just now occurred to me that I didn't really ask clear questions. Like, will this all settle in on its own? I feel like I'm supposed to spread it out. Because what I asked her, specifically what I asked was, when it's self-leveling, will it overflow the edges, or will it just stop? She said it should stop, but that isn't the answer to my current question mark, which is, am I supposed to spread this out? There's that. And these are washi stickers. So it's also creating a bit of a resist. It's like it creates a bubble and then separates. And she did mention a heat gun for bubbles. Oh, there's a hair. No. Back over. I think those are little bubbles. Are not wanting to fill in. Now the previous ones of these that I've made, the ones that I've played with, I used this paddle brush, this, silicone brush here, and I just painted it on. Just a thin layer. I didn't leave it. Come on, let go. I didn't leave a layer other than, just a very thin layer. So like this one looks like it's separated. You kind of have to look at it from a side angle to see where the resist is on the sticker. I just saw something drip out of the corner of my eye. Now see, those ones are running off. And see a little puddle right here. And a little puddle right here. I guess that tells me where my table is not straight. I'm also not sure if I'm going to worry about air bubbles, which is something to address, I believe, after the hour. but I've not started counting yet because I'm still adding. Oh, gap right there. Oh, this one's still not anywhere near the edges. There and there. This one too, nowhere near the edges. And I think the resist that I'm getting with the stickers, I'm thinking will be remedied with the thickness of the resin. Because I think just doing a thin layer like I was doing gives it the room really to spread itself out and create those pockets. Whereas if there's enough resin on top, I'm afraid to mess with these ones up here because it's going to go. So when I cure these, there is going to be some overlapping where I'm going to have to snip the excess. Which I'm okay with. Okay, we're going to set this right here next to this lady. I did get some down here on this mat. When I ordered this black mat, it said it was a silicone mat. And it didn't occur to me until I got this silicone mat that the black one is not silicone. I mean, it's nice, it's cushy, you know, it's cushy and squishy, but it's not silicone, which is why I've got so many spots where my silicone glue, which is why I was buying a silicone mat, was because silicone won't stick to silicone. And so working with the silicone glue, I'd be able to just wipe my mat off, but I haven't been able to do that, and that's because it's not a silicone mat. Getting gloves off in a way that I can use them for the next round. Not fun. All right, so I wish there was an option to pause on OBS, but it doesn't look like it, so I'm going to have to run this through editing software to put these two pieces together at the end. Oh, I can see in looking up, I can see on this one right here. Now my fingers are going to look sticky. Looky there, if I look up in the screen, 1, 2, 3, 4 over on here. Five. I wish I looked up before. before I took my gloves off, because now I'm touching the sticky bottle. 3. So 3 over here, 4 down here. I'm just adding 1 drop at a time, where looking up at my screen, I can see where there's spots where the resin is not at. That I can't see from up here at eye level. So that one right there in the middle. That's also one that's overflowing, so I think that's okay. We're going to go ahead and put that down. We're going to put this down. Put the cap on that. And I'm going to set a timer, and we'll be back in an hour. See you in the next section. Bye! Okay, we are back, and I don't know how well you can see, but there's spots where it self-leveled itself right off, right on off. But that's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Right? Isn't that what they say? So I'm just trying to get a couple spots here before I turn my UV light on. And these all down here, obviously my mat is lifted on this end, because these last 6, everything rolled that way. So like the bottom half of each of these is does not have resin on it. No, get off your neighbor. And unfortunately, that is something that becomes very visible. It's very noticeable once everything is cured. So I'm going to try to keep those ones out of the UV as much as I can. I'm also not worrying about it getting resin on the back, because I am going to be covering the backs anyway. Now this is the light that came with this silicone pad, so it does fit precisely across. See, now that there's a light on there. It is the appropriate width for this. So this one, we're going to add a little bit here. Oop. Ah! Sorry, it was my alarm. This has a 60 and 120 second setting. Oh, that one right there is not really covered either. Bummer. The problem is it like solidifies so quickly. You know, once you introduce the UV, it first gets real gummy. At least this has been my experience. It gets real gummy and sticky, and then you can't really work with it after that. Like it won't spread or anything. This UV resin says 2 to 4 minutes. I actually do 3 rounds of the 2. It's 12:30. I don't remember my 11 o'clock alarm going off. And I have not taken my meds yet for today. Shoot. I need to do that. But yeah, you can see a lot of pooling down here of the resin. A little bit up here as well. Okay, it's 2. Let's go one more round of 2. Uh-huh. Pepsi and meds. Trying to get them all into the center of my palm. Let's see. Let's turn on some tunage. Okay, and then I'm going to slide this down. So you can see I've got some I got to deal with here. These two are pretty much glued together. This one's got some it's got to deal with. This one as well. Ooh. 3 that are stuck together. That one's not quite. These 2 are, but the one in the middle is not quite cured yet. It's getting done in this cycle. Oh, that one too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these up over here. Okay, fine. Stick together. Because these ones that are down here. See, even the peripheral UV, they don't even have to be directly under the light in order for them to start curing. Because these 5 are all stuck together. One little harmonious little gathering. There's 2, going on 4. This one is going to kind of I've got so many pairs of gloves in my garbage now. It's like, it's going to be interesting when I light that bag up. Okay. Let's get the last 60 seconds, or last 120 seconds on there. See, and there's another one right here that's got same up there, same right there. Get over there. My poor bottle has like resin all over the outside of it from stuff like you just witnessed where it gets stuck to a piece. Now, if these are not like perfect, which they're not gonna be, don't touch. They're not gonna be perfect because I'm human. Number one. This is also a new thing for me. And the more I do, the better, in theory, I will get at it. But for now, Where's the one I was just looking at? Oh, right there. Right there. So I'm just coming in, doing a little bit of touch up on the ones that didn't quite go edge to edge. Yeah, there's definitely some under there. I need some assistance. Whoop. Like right here, right here. Get into there before it gets all sticky and tacky. Oh, see how quickly that happened? I'm going to come back down here. Do those 3 at that end. So these 6, 7 are all attached together by overflow. I'm just going to spin them around so I can add some to those 3 there. Let's turn that off for a minute. Okay. Where's my metal scissors? So, where are my scissors? Oh, there they are. They're under everything. Take one glove off. So that I can control the scissors here. Okay, so, oh, wow. Okay, I might have to drill that instead. And I didn't realize there was I should have done that with my glove on. So I have resin all over my hands. So yeah, I will have to, I mean, I've cut them before with those scissors, so I'm not sure what the difference is this time around, but I'll just use my little polishing thingy bobber. Okay, I'll move this down some. Make sure it's still covering stuff. I think these guys are done. But definitely have wet on the back. Just gonna wipe that slightly. let those air dry over there. They're not going to dry, but oops. Now there is a leveling table that you can buy. It's got like a leveling disc in the center and adjustable feet so that your platform is level. If I was going to do like resin work, like doing like you see them, you know, the clear, like a ball with a flower or something in the center, and you want it to be level, I would definitely buy a leveling table. But for making dangles and charms, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to be more cognizant about this lift on this edge of my mat though, and I don't think it's my table, because I can push my cover down right all on this edge. So I think this mat itself is sitting on the edge like this, so it's creating an angle going down here, and then it flattens out. Because yeah, there's a big, I mean, you can see it, right? Maybe. Because yeah, if this was flat up against the table like it is up here, there is no slope at this edge of the mat. So I just need to be more thoughtful of that, more cognizant of it, and that when I'm putting my stuff down, I need to make sure my mat is not this close to the edge. See, isn't it pretty? Lots of stuff on the back, but like I said, it's okay because I'm going to be covering the back. I'm going to be doing the back anyway. And honestly, I don't think I could get away with, I mean, doing this way, no matter what. If it rolls off the side, it's going to go up and under. I have seen a product called resin tape, but again, do I want to invest in resin tape in order to? No. Okay, we're going to go back up over these guys real quick. sure how these guys down here are doing. Ugh. Are done. Just kind of checking to see if they're still tacky. Which, if they are, I'm going to run them under another 2 minutes. That one's totally bumpy. And tacky. It's still a little sticky. So we're going to leave that one on there. That one's still a little sticky. We're going to leave that one on there. These two are currently melded together and tacky, so stay together. Cool. You can see, you know, when it gets wet and it soaks up the resin, you still see the book page, but you can see the color from the box underneath coming through, but it's not like in your face, and you know, so it's all you see. I'm sure there's going to be some resin creators out there that might see this and cringe at my technique and my mess. Stuff like this probably will drive them a little batty. Can't have AC/DC. Just realized what I was listening to. I'm wondering if once everything's fully hardened, if I can use snippers. Bet I could. It's hard to see in the camera, but you kind of see the gold above their heads. That gold leaf, whatever it was. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I think it is ginkgo, but... Now I have one more stack of ovals and one more stack of rectangles to do. I'm going to go ahead and do those off camera. I think I've probably bored you guys enough with this part of the process. But I'm going to take this sticky glove off again in order to control my mouse. So, again, stay tuned. Hit the like bell, hit the notification bell, and you'll get the notification when the third and final installment of this comes out. Talk to you later. Bye.